Today I'm joined by Breed Seymour and Erica O'Leary from Laya Healthcare. Laya Healthcare are sponsoring our Outstanding Employee Resource category at the upcoming National Diversity and Inclusion Awards. We're going to have a little chat with the team from Laya to learn a little bit more about their own diversity and inclusion journey. So let's start with why you decided to sponsor the Diversity and Inclusion Award.
Yeah, thanks, Caroline. This is Breed here. Yeah, look, I suppose we've been on our own journey over the last few years, such a positive journey and such a rewarding journey. And we were one of the first to achieve the gold accreditation through the benchmarking that we do with the Irish Centre for Diversity. So I suppose really we wanted to take that journey, and we wanted to show leadership and share that journey. And I think we have firsthand been the benefactor of the value of great partnership. And I think, you know, these NDI awards, they really showcase the great work and the great intention behind getting inclusion right. It provides huge learning opportunity, but most important, highlights the value and importance of being an inclusive workplace. And we just think that that is something, an opportunity that can't be missed. And we felt that this sponsorship does that for us. And essentially, you know, the award that we've sponsored is the Outstanding Employee Resource Group. And essentially for us, this is about everybody having a voice. And so we love that's called out here in one of the awards, and the fact that the voice piece is brought so prominently to the table. So yeah, so we're delighted to be sponsoring.
Great, thank you so much. And we'd love to hear a little bit about Laya Healthcare's own diversity and inclusion journey.
Yeah, Erica here, Caroline. So as you know, our story and journey, we have, you know, partnered with the Irish Centre for Diversity, who've been with us on our journey. And our journey, you know, it's very unique to us, and unique to who Laya is as a company, which has been always very important to us, that we know we have our own authentic, you know, view on all things EDI. And I suppose, like, the cornerstone of our own EDI journey has been our own culture and values, which, you know, we live those values every day at Laya, which are fairness, being grounded, and being caring. And it's so important, I suppose, for us that we walk the walk. So, you know, when we have been building on our own ED&I strategy and you know, looking at our own action plan, you know, it's not just a case for us. And we were very, I suppose, it was very important to us that we weren't just putting together a suite of policies. We really wanted, as I said, to walk the walk. And for us, this meant that at the most senior level, it had to be who we are, and we had to have leadership commitment, which we absolutely 100% do. Where we have gone, I suppose, you know, while we've been on this journey, we've built EDI into all our decision-making processes. We don't make a decision at Laya without considering the EDI impact and perspectives. It's on the agenda at every level. And it takes effort, you know. That's the big thing, I suppose, about EDI culture and culture in general. It does take effort, and it takes, as I said, sponsorship and leadership from the top down. We've had to make sure, obviously, that the EDI strategy aligns with the overall company strategy as well, and to make sure that, as I said, it's authentic and absolutely cultural to the Laya values. I suppose what's significant for us is our EDI culture. It jumps out when we benchmark ourselves against the global best-in-class companies. We always, you know, we're proud, I suppose, to be able to say that we are in the top 3 to 5% when we do benchmark, and we, you know, it shows that we have integrity around EDI, and it matters to us. So look, I suppose in a nutshell, it's been great to validate with the investors in diversity on this journey, and we've gone through all stages from bronze to silver, and obviously ultimately to gold, which we're very proud of. And for us, I suppose the ultimate pinnacle is, you know, we strive to ensure that our team can bring their full selves and authentic selves to work every day at Laya, and that's what's important to us when it comes to looking at our journey and our story.
Thank you. It's very clearly embedded into everything that you do at Laya Healthcare. Yeah, so I mean, there's, I suppose, 2 key pieces really, and those for us would be, you know, to partner well and to measure. You know, it's very important to us not to believe our own rhetoric, and to really deep dive into everything that we do, and use data and evidence to make sure, you know, that we see the true picture and then we act on that picture. You know, it's important to partner for best practice and for best frameworks. So as I mentioned, we have partnered with yourselves, the Irish Centre for Diversity, on the journey.
Yeah, you know, just to add to that, I think that's it. When you measure and you find out where you're at, you know, you are where you are. And I think what we've learned actually is to embrace that, no matter how hard maybe that is at times, you know, and I think by embracing that and being open about that, it does demonstrate that you're willing to get to a better place together, you know, and that's really kind of been, when we reflect on it, that's really been what essentially has worked for us. It's not about having, you know, the best program in the world. It's not about, you know, throwing money at this. Like, this is essentially, we talked about voices earlier, this is essentially about sitting down and having a good debate about what's right, you know, what does right look like, what does good look like in terms of doing the right thing. And I think because we've had that debate, we've really managed to strike the right cultural tone. And trust is at the heart of that. You have to trust each other, you know, to be in those difficult places and to come through it. But when you get to do that, you know, you get to a place where you can call each other on it, and you make sure that when we're not walking that talk that Erica spoke about, that we, you know, we stop ourselves in our tracks, we go back to the data, we go back to the debate, and we talk about how we get ourselves to that better place. So I think, like I said, it's not as daunting maybe as people would worry about, or not. Like I said, it doesn't require you know, a budget particularly. It just requires a good conversation, a good honest conversation on the basis of trust. And I think that's stood to us, particularly that we've had such leadership investment in that as well. So and the team have just been phenomenal. We've had that was the thing we got the biggest traction on. So if you can get that right, like I said, it's really essentially about that voice.
Absolutely. Just start a conversation and just take it from there. Thank you both so much today for your time and your insights around diversity and inclusion at Laya Healthcare. We are looking forward to the awards, and we wish the best of luck to the shortlistees in your category. Thank you again.